So myth number 4, or misconception number 4, is athlete X only does this and he's a world champion. And you can insert whoever you want as athlete X. But one of the big mistakes that people always make, they want to emulate whatever they saw this guy doing on YouTube or Instagram, and then because he does that and he's a world champion, I should be doing that even though I'm a blue belt and I just started training. So my answer to that is very simple. You are not athlete X. There's too many variables that go into how that guy became a world champion. And it's genetics, maybe how he grew up, some of his training partners, the psychologist he was working with, all these different things. So if you just look at that and say, he doesn't do strength and conditioning, so I don't have to do it, and I need to just do this, you're just gonna be limiting yourself. But no matter what your genetic makeup is, the laws of biomechanics, physics, thermodynamics, they still apply to everybody. So that means that everybody can improve from doing scientific-based principles that are proven to work in developing athletes in every other sport. So instead of following this guy and saying because he doesn't do this, using that as your excuse to not train strength and conditioning, just think about that athlete was able to reach the highest level of their sport despite the fact that they weren't doing some of the right things, not because they weren't doing some of the right things. So just imagine what that athlete would have been able to accomplish if he was doing the right things the whole way along. And we talk a lot about the potential gap. When I get an athlete who comes to me, if they've got a big gap in their potential, meaning they've already reached a very high level and they haven't done any proper nutrition or strength and conditioning, I get excited about that because their potential gap is huge. Because I know when they start doing all these other things right, their potential is really high, so we're gonna significantly increase that. So if you haven't done any of these things, then doing those things is just gonna maximize your potential, whatever that may be.